Hello, Business 330 students. This is Professor Hassey, and I'm your instructor for this spring session number 1 of our remote Business Finance 330 class at the University of La Verne, and I welcome you all. This class is a remote class. In other words, it's a mandatory class every Wednesday at 5:30. I will be on every Wednesday with a class. You are to be there. If you cannot make it there, you let me know that you can't make it, and I record each session and post it to Blackboard and our YouTube playlist so you can view it. We have office hours, student hours every Tuesday nights, beginning on February 8th. If you have any questions or concerns, you can come to those student hours via Zoom every Tuesday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. This is an introduction video. I usually prepare these videos every Monday of our week beginning on Tuesday, but this is the first week of our classes and I'm a little bit behind this week. Today is Monday, February 1st, so I'm a little bit one day late. Every week I will do an introduction video introducing the class for the week, maybe highlighting some problems we might look at, talking about some of the material. If we have any assignment or work to do that week for grades, I will go over that as well. And then we have our class on Wednesday evenings. So the key to this class is to get engaged quickly. We only have 8 weeks. This is a great subject to study these days as a business administration major. Finance is in the news every day. Money, capital management, assets, it's quite a popular subject. And how to invest, how to know about stocks and bonds. We'll be studying all these this spring session. So I want to welcome you all and just go over a couple key things to prepare for as we head in to our classwork. Every week I post an agenda which goes over the key parts of that week. This is the first week, February 2nd through February 8th. Here's our Blackboard site, which is very important, especially in this remote setting that we'll be doing online and meeting every Wednesday, is to keep in touch with the information and the data of the course. Here's the Zoom link. It's also in our syllabus for Wednesdays at 5:30. You click on that link and you come into our Zoom classroom session. All the information for the class is located in this left-hand column. This is our textbook, The Fundamentals of Corporate Finance. It is a mandatory textbook for this class. Whenever I send you an email or an announcement about information, it'll be in this course announcement section. Here's the email I sent out on Sunday introducing the class, introducing Blackboard. So whenever I do send out an email, which I'll send out one with this video today, it's always posted to the course announcement schedules. But please check your email on a regular basis. Part of the engagement of being a virtual remote class is being up to speed on all the information providing in the course. We have students in this class from a wide variety of campuses, and that's kind of cool. We have students here from Irvine campus, from the Santa Clarita campus, from the Burbank campus, and from our Ontario or Inland Empire campuses. So they're coming from all over to have finance with Hassey. Our course syllabus, schedule, and information is in this file folder here. There's our syllabus, 2 versions of the same syllabus. One's a PDF version and one's a Word doc version. Here's a quick, you just click on this file folder here and it gives you a quick, our calendar and the key dates of our class, which is also in the syllabus, and the material we'll be covering throughout the class. So that's just there in that one little section. But I strongly urge you to download the syllabus and review it, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. Here's again, our Zoom link for our office hours, or student hours. I shouldn't say office hours, student hours, which again, these are voluntary. It's just me setting aside some time every week to students can call in or ask questions of any material. And there's a goofy mugshot of me and my bio and a variety of other information about our course. So please take a view of Blackboard before you come to class this Wednesday evening. Wherever I post videos or links to our videos, It'll be posted in the Zoom and YouTube links file folder. Again, here are the links to our classroom session on Wednesday evenings and a link to our student hours on Tuesday evenings. Again, the classroom is mandatory. The student hours are not. Then I have what is called a student discussion forum, where if you have any questions about the course, you can quickly just open up this file folder and create a form and post any questions you may have. And I check this file every day. And if anybody has any questions, excuse me, you can post it to that file folder. Here's our first week work assignment. Worth 5% of your grade. I'd like you to create a file folder in Blackboard in this discussion post. Tell me a little bit about yourself, a biography. Tell me a little, then I want you to create a portfolio of stocks, $100,000. You have up to 5 stocks to select, and I'll talk more about this in our class on Wednesday evening. The class or the portfolio begins on this Friday, February 4th. That's the day you pick your stocks. So we're going to do a little portfolio during the course of this class to understand the markets, understand how investments work, understand how companies attract capital. So this is a portfolio, which you'll be doing throughout our 8 weeks of our course. Here's a sample of that portfolio. If you want to download it and take a look at it, this is what we'll be putting together this week in our class, but I'll get more into this in our class on Wednesday evening. And then as you can see, I have each week of the class set up. You click on the appropriate week. This first week, beginning on Wednesday, an overview of markets and institutions. I give you our agenda, which you just saw at the beginning of this video, an introduction to the course, usually a definition every week of a key financial definition. This week, it's the S&P 500. More introductions, more PowerPoints of the chapters. We will be covering chapters 1 and 2 this week, talking about financial markets and the definition of finance. Here are some PowerPoints of every chapter that you can download and just review those PowerPoints that go over the key parts of each chapter. I summarize each chapter here. So this is what you should do prior to a class on Wednesday is review this material. And then my lecturer will be talking about these key parts of these chapters and going over any problems that I select for the week. Remember, there's no homework problems. Our grades are based on discussion post, assignments, midterm and final examination, and a case paper. So we'll talk more about that as we get into our course on Wednesday evening. But again, every week of the course is set up. I might modify the weeks as we move forward, but you can just click on every week and you'll see all the material and information for that relevant week. So you can get a good start or understand where all your information is for this class. Blackboard, get to know it. It's your friend. It'll help you get an A. It's there to guide you through our remote classes this session. Here's our syllabus, which I'd like you to review prior to class on Wednesday night, and maybe many of you already have. I've sent it in the email I sent to you on Sunday. It's also located in the Blackboard. It just goes over the key definitions of our course. It's important for you to understand that. If you take a look at the schedule, if you have any conflicts in the schedule when you might be out of town or whatever, if you get ill or you cannot make a class, so you know the procedures by which you need to follow in order to get credit for the class and understand the material. Here's again our links to our classroom, remote classroom, and our student hours. Then a definition of internet resources that we'll be using in this class, mainly the top 2, Blackboard and our YouTube channel, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. Course description of our class. This class is part of your business administration major. It requires some accounting and statistics experience to come into this class. We will be using spreadsheet analysis. The spreadsheets are very simple. I provide a lot of the templates for you. And so I don't think it's created so you can learn how to use a spreadsheet if you don't have much experience with spreadsheet work. Here's our textbook. Again, a laptop computer or a calculator is advisable. Matter of fact, you need to have it. I prefer using laptops or computers. Financial calculators are fine, but I want you to get to know and learn how to use spreadsheets. Here's our grading. We will have mainly a variety of 4 main grades: assignments, which are also part of our discussion post, case paper. We'll talk more about that as we move along, a midterm examination, and a final examination on the course material. So a lot of work to do in these. If you total these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus this week, 7 of the 8 weeks of our course, you have graded material to do. So it's key to get off to a good start. It's key to understand the syllabus and understand the Blackboard. If you have questions, concerns, I'm available not only on Tuesday evenings, but at any time for emails, posting to the discussion forums. I'm available on weekends if that fits your schedule better. So please let me know if you need any help or understanding of what we're trying to accomplish in this course. Just an explanation of our requirements of the course, our grades. Please review these. Got the date wrong here in this project. I'll have to fix that. Your responsibilities, my responsibilities for this class: academic honesty. Naturally, we're not in a classroom, we're remote, so there's got to make sure that whenever you do your work, you list sources of your information, references, and we'll talk more about that as we move along. As a student of University of La Verne, you should be familiar with our vision and university's mission. A variety of different resources available to you: counseling, student health services, safety, academic success center, all different kinds of things as a student of University of La Verne that you have access to. If you need any assistance and help in this, please feel free to ask me. I have taught at the University of La Verne for over 25 years. So I kind of know the university. I'm willing to provide you with any resources you need. If you need anything besides the material in this class, any information you need about the university, please feel free to call on me. And here's the important dates that you need to remember of our class: when our assignments, midterms are, our case paper, our final examination, our course evaluations that you'll complete, and when the final grades will all be posted by the end of March of this spring. And then a more detailed outline of our coursework. So please review this, come with questions on Wednesday if you have any questions or concerns about that. It is here to help you get started, organized. As many of you know, 8 weeks goes by very quickly when we're in this format. We'll take full advantage of our remote student hours on Wednesday night. Each class will probably last 2 to 3 hours long. You'll have videos to watch during the week and prepare for, and all of these will be talked about as we move along in our class. Now, one last thing, I want to show you an introduction video to get you prepared for Wednesday evening, and then we'll call it a day for this introduction and look forward to seeing you Wednesday night. So let's take a look at that video.
Generally, finance is the study of banking, leverage, credit, capital markets, money, and investments, along with how they are used by individuals and companies. Many of the basic concepts in finance come from micro and macroeconomic theories. One of the most fundamental theories is the time value of money, which essentially states that a dollar today is worth more than a dollar in the future. Finance is often segmented into public, private, and corporate finance. The public finance sector includes government government tax, spending, budgeting, and debt issuance policies that all affect how a government pays for the services it provides to the public. Corporate finance refers to the financial activities related to running a corporation. Personal finance applies to individual consumers and the ways they manage their spending, save for the future, and pay for basic needs. These three categories contain many subcategories, including behavioral finance, intangible finance, experimental finance, and financial mathematics. In addition, finance is often used as a general term to refer to borrowing money on credit to pay for something. For instance, if Dane needs to buy a new bathroom sink for his home remodel but does not have enough money to pay for it, he may use the Buy Now, Pay Later credit offer from a large retailer to finance his purchase.
Dr. Gundry, is it okay to eat almonds?
Okay, that was a pretty basic introduction to finance, but basically we're going to be concentrating on corporate finance in this class, and that's the topic of our lecture this Wednesday evening at 5:30, covering chapters 1 and 2 of our textbook. Again, PowerPoints are in the Blackboard. You can, if you don't have time to read the material, you can download the PowerPoint, but I urge you to try to read as much of the text as you can. I'll review the key points in our lectures, and we'll move week to week throughout our course. Take advantage of all the information in Blackboard. I'll highlight all these every Wednesday night, and I look forward to working with you all this spring session. Thanks, everybody. See you Wednesday at 5:30. If you cannot make class or you're going to be late or whatever, just let me know. And just know this, I do record each session. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.